Hi everyone, my name is Ben, amateur call sign K0BJJ, and you're watching Spotter Jutting. Now, this next video was actually brought up and requested by one of you guys, so I want to thank the individual who brought this up and wanted to see this video. And I'm going to adjust myself a little bit here, you're on a tripod. So this video is going to be about the prep, setup, and teardown of a Parks on the Air activation, since apparently not a lot of people do that. Now, there will be a actual activation video that goes with this video, but it will not be part of this video. So this next Tuesday I have off. There is a chance of rain, but I would really like to get out and do a little Parks on the Air. My target is K2319 Rock Creek State Park. The first thing you need to do when you're thinking about doing a Parks on the Air activation is look up the park and look at your accesses. So I'm going to flip you around here real quick and I'm going to show you the park map. Alright everyone, I'm going to apologize. I lost my selfie stick somewhere. So we can do this. This is a printout of the park map from the Iowa DNR. This is Rock Creek State Park, Rock Creek Lake. Parks on the Air designator is K2319, and this is the layout of the park. We have camping. I'm sorry, my light's coming in from this angle. We have camping and fishing over here. We have some lake access over here. The West Shelter House right here. We have another shelter house at a boat ramp down here. We have the East Shelter House here, and then we have another shelter area right here. We also have some lake access right here where there's a couple of fishing jetties, and there's they're advertised a boat ramp, but I've never seen it. So per the Parks on the Air rules, we have to stay within the boundaries of this park. So as you can clearly see here, the boundaries are outlined. I can tell you that I have personally activated from the East Shelter, the West Shelter, this fishing jet access right here, and they're all really good places, and they're things you need to consider. Always have multiple locations that you could possibly use. If I go out Tuesday and I want to activate here, but someone's fishing there, that's not a very big place. So I might try the West Shelter House. Again, if that's being used, I need to have alternate locations. Also, what antenna to use is also important. So along with studying this map and getting ideas of where I'm going to go, honestly, my primary has been the West Shelter place. It's on a high ridge overlooking everything. I like the takeoff angle better for the antenna, the Wolf River coil. That being said, there's not a lot of trees there. If I want to use a wire antenna, on the East Shelter and this spot right here is going to be better. There is some trees down at this one, but it's not a whole lot. So if I gotta run a wire, these two right here, possibly right over here by the bandstand, would work out a lot better. While I have you guys on the clipboard and we're done looking at our map, be sure to bring some Parks on the Air pamphlets. DNR comes up, game warden, sheriff, passerby comes up, and they want to know what you're doing. It's really easy. Pull out the pamphlet, say I'm an amateur radio operator, I'm partaking in Parks on the Air. Here's the information on that. They may ask you to see your radio license, which those of us who are in the radio community know that that's all online, though I do have a ham crazy license. Another thing I bring, I usually use a laptop to activate. I always bring paper backups. So as you can see, I have written on there from the North Iowa radar run. I never went to my paper backup. So I'm just going to reuse this until I use this out. Another thing that I bring, and I consult quite a bit, is a ham band plan. Make sure you're activating within your allowances. Best thing to do is to have a band plan with you. Always consult the band plan before you're calling CQ. Make sure you're not violating the law by acting out of your privileges. So with that, that's the paperwork I bring with me. I'm going to take you over and we're going to show you the antenna setup. Or what antennas we're going to be bringing, how I pack. Alright, so what we are going to start out with is how we pack. Always first thing is radio, so let me get this coil out of the way. My radio of choice, Yaesu FT891. First thing that goes in. Now, as you can see, I have some Anderson power pole connectors on here. I need to make sure I can hook this radio to my power source. I don't have anything fancy. I've got some alligator clips, some 891 clips on them. So I could hook these in right now. Save me a touch of time in the field. Get all my wires to lay flat. There we go. Radio is packed. The next thing I'm going to make sure I have is at least one antenna. I am going to always take the Wolf Riffer Coils TIA Mini with me. It fits very lovely into here. So there's my coil, tripod base, and my legs. Real quick and easy vertical setup. Gets me on the air real quick. I'll show you this here in a little bit. After that, my radials. So my 16 footers that I've made help me get on 20 meters. The 33ers that came with the coil. Sweet, done. Last thing, figure out your width. Packed. Radio and antennas packed, but I'm not just bringing that. Also, I've got some random connectors for the decoil, as well as a knife. Always bring a field knife. So this is packed, and this will go into my big box, my tote. I'm going to apologize because this might be a little bit harder to see, but I'm going to put everything in front of the camera before I put it in there. Next thing I absolutely need is my coax. I got 50 foot of RG8X right here. Next thing, I'm going to bring my wire dipole. So this is my handmade wire dipole. And with it, I'm going to pack different lengths. So I'm going to pack wires for 20 meters, just in case I decide to use that. For 20. Here is some for 40. $15. 17. Now these wires have written on them the frequencies in which they are tuned for, so that way I know my target destination. So that is that. I'm also going to bring with me in my pack, I've got some more of this marking tape or trail marker, so that way if I do set up the wire, it's good to go. The last thing I'm throwing in there for me personally is camera equipment. Now wherever I go, I do bring my go bag. Has a little cell phone charger in it. It's got random area supplies as well as radio supplies, my marking tape. So that's what all goes with me. The only thing you're missing is my deep cell battery, which I'm not going to take you across the way to get it. So I'm all packed up. I'm going to pack my camera equipment up, and the next time you see me, I will be setting up either the long wire, probably the Wolf River coil. I'm really efficient in setting up the Wolf and tuning the Wolf River coil. But I'm going to go check out an ideal location on Tuesday. This is being filmed on Sunday, so I do my prep work a couple days ahead of time, no less than 24 hours. That gives me time to forget stuff. So I'm going to be thinking about what I all need until then. So that's what I bring in a nutshell. Now on Tuesday when I go, weather permitting, I'll take you out to the field. We'll probably set up the coil, get on and set it up and tear it down. I might try to use the wire dipole. I haven't used my wire dipole yet. I made it and never used it. But since there's a lot of interest in setting up the coil, I'll probably end up doing that. With that, I will see you at K2319 on Tuesday at the location that I picked for the setup. We'll see you then. Welcome back, everyone. This is my location I chose. So I am at the East Shelter House. The West Shelter House is over there on the top of that hill. And the reason why I picked this location is I think I'm going to throw both the coil and the long wire up, or the dipole, and that tree is going to work perfectly for that dipole. Also, I have power here, which means I can plug my computer in. I don't have to worry about any compute power issues. So with that, I'm going to throw you guys on the tripod. I'm going to kind of go see what's going on with those lawnmowers and see if they're going to come this way, because if they are, I'm going to wait till they get through. If not, you'll be seeing me set up these antennas here shortly. thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like seeing the pre-planning, the setup and teardown of a activation. And next week you will see K2319 Rock Creek State Park. Thank you again for watching. I'm K0BJJ. See you on the next chase.